Hello and welcome to episode Yeet of the Bad Psychics podcast. Um, Today we will. Everyone's eating. Great. Today will be, we will be predicting WrestleMania 42, which indeed is happening for us next week. We're filming on the Sunday before. So we've got a whole week of TV that we probably screw everything up and make our predictions wrong, more wrong than they already are. I am joined by, what does he says, three idiots. Also, hi, I'm Z. I didn't say that. Three idiots that are wrestling inclined. Um, I've definitely made lines for people and roast them because I'm Z. So something gay Mao, something also gay Matt, something uh Shrek Chuck. How are we all doing?
Smooth intro. That's all I'm going to say.
Smooth as silk, as always, Hell.
Well
Yes.
planned, well thought out. Just give it towards everything you got. Fantastic.
It's almost as well thought out as this WrestleMania.
Oh,
There we go. We're already there.
catching strays already, aren't we?
Yes.
Oh, it's just getting started.
We
He's
are
not wrong.
we are not very infused about this WrestleMania. I mean, I'm still gonna watch it, but I don't know what it's gonna be like. So I've got a question before all this, and that is, how much WWE television have each of you been watching of late? I'll start with Chuck, who looks quite thrilled.
So I have been watching highlights here and there about everything about the shows that happened, and to be honest, it's been what I have to do because I work a lot these days. So I don't really get much time to watch the whole show unless maybe it's a weekend or something. But I've just been mainly watching highlights, and yeah, that some of those highlights should be called lowlights, but here we are. Goodness. Yeah, so I've watched bits and pieces here and there, and have an understanding what's going on. Kind of feels like it's still, even if you watch the whole show, it's still bits and pieces and a little understanding what the hell is going on. But yeah, that's my answer on that.
I mean, you just described my issue with modern WWE, which is you don't need to watch the show; you can just watch highlights or go on social media.
Yeah.
Basically,
Um,
they are a moments company now.
sure. What about you, Matt?
I haven't been able to take a break from WWE because of the podcast I do every week. Cheap plug, good back up, cheap plug, good back up. So I've sat through all of the quote unquote road to WrestleMania. It's oh dear. Just when you think you can't get worse, it does.
Yep.
Oh dear. We'll probably touch on it throughout the show. um, all I'll say is, I mean, I know celebrity. I'm just gonna say right now, celebrities have been a part of WrestleMania since WrestleMania 1. We don't need this.
You don't. That's for sure.
Um,
Um,
and yes, Mal, I already know your answer, but
yes, well, you already know my answer because my amount of watching is blessed in you, which is I see the videos of the various celebrities doing stupid promos on normally SmackDown, and then go, haha, why are they there? That's quite funny. And then I send them to you, and then I send them to my wrestling friends who also go, what are they doing? Other than that, no, I have a vague idea
I
what's going on.
mean,
What would they do?
Yeah.
I mean, we also listen to the Blood Cultaholic wrestling podcast, and that's probably why we actually know what we're talking about, because
That
I
is true,
don't
yes.
really watch the product much anymore. So yes, the Cultaholic podcast is probably doing a lot of pulling for mine and Chris's knowledge.
Yes, it really is. A shout out to driving to random football games.
Yes,
Which is the only time we get to actually sort of have an idea of what's going on.
indeed. All right, we will start because this is going to be a chunky episode, so we're gonna start here.
I'm in the room.
I'll say it's for me. Shout out to Wrestle Talk because I also watch the Wrestle Talk for like the day
Sure.
after stuff. So yeah.
If we're shouting out podcasts, and I shout out the FWA podcast, nothing to do with WWE, but they're good. Go on, we'll do listen to them.
Howling at the Moonsault. There we go.
Yeah. Sure, why not? The Bad Psychics podcast. Shout out to the Bad Psychics podcast.
Podcast in a whole
yeah.
time.
I'll say this about Z. He has been in a couple of my watch parties on the Discord watching wrestling, and he thinks Hook is hot. So there's that.
He does,
He
yes.
sure does.
I mean, Hook is hot, to be fair, but very, very hot.
Great.
That is a running joke actually on our podcast. Actually,
I'm glad this won't be in the episode because
I mean, we could always keep it in. It could always be an optional bonus.
you can if you want. It's public knowledge that I have that Matt had a top 4 that he would bang. So
Matt loves twins.
I might have to try to find a way of adding this in.
you can just link to episode 300 of my podcast. It's on there. It's easier.
Great. Hey, so we are now podcasting a whole, as Z always says. So it's now time to start with our predictions. So we'll just simply go through the list. We've all predicted what we think each match will end like, and we will see who gets it right. Was it 5 points or 10 points per right answer on this one?
It was.
5, I think.
Yes.
Yes. 5 points per right answer on this. Okay.
Yes.
So we'll start off with just incredible start of this, because I've got night 1, night 2. That's how it's formatted here. So incredible start. A match that no one asked for. It's The Vision, which is Logan Paul and Austin Theory, and I Show Speed versus the Usos and LA Knight.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just going to start. First off, we can see that I am the only person that has predicted the Usos and LA Knight to win. Is this wishful thinking? Is this just because I don't like the heels? I don't know. Who would like to explain why they think the heels? Are they heels? I suppose they're heels. Is Speed a heel? I think so.
I think Speed is a heel by association, isn't he? Let's be honest, it's I Show Speed. He's Logan Paul's mate who has come in to do some wrestling things after he got speared by Braun Breaker at the Royal Rumble that time. But yeah, I think the reason I think it is because they've kind of invested enough in the Vision that they probably want him to at least win something. They've got a lot of tag titles, so they're probably able to keep him somewhat strong. And there is a certain Braun Breaker who may also be coming back soon. I don't know when that is exactly. But if he is back, then this will be a perfect time for him to, do a little interference, and help his boys out. I no idea who's going to pick up the fall. I don't know. It'll probably be Logan Paul over LA Knight or something like that to have LA Knight's fans be even more in the bin.
Pain.
Yeah, pain. This match is in general pain, I think. I could see it being athletic. I think you've got Logan Paul will do what Logan Paul does and copy other people's moves. Jimmy Uso is okay. LA Knight can do something. Speed can jump over things. He has shown himself to be athletics in one of his very, very, very many videos. And Jey Uso is also there, as is Austin Theory. Vision and speed for the win, unfortunately.
Has anyone got anything else to add?
Speed probably gets the pinfall victory over probably LA Knight because of the way it's been building up. Although to be fair, Jimmy is in this match to take a pinfall. If you ask me, I mean they're pushing Jay, not so much now, but they were pushing him. The fact that the Usos are coming out to Jay's music and not the tag music still annoys me. Although I am down since day one-ish still. I do like the Usos. I love them. But the celebrities don't lose when they're on Wrestlamania. They don't lose. So I can't think of a time at WrestleMania where the celebrities have actually lost on the actual show. I can't think of a time. Because that's the whole point, isn't it? So we're done there to be done a dog and get a good victory.
Well, that's a good point. I'm running through the celebrity things that have happened. I guess, did the Big Show beat Floyd Mayweather in that match? The weird boxing match thing? Or was that a DQ?
Knocked him out with brass knuckles.
Okay. Yes. Of course he did, yes.
Oh, so Mayweather won that?
I think
Mayweather won, yeah.
Yeah.
Knocked him out and then pinned him, yeah.
Oh.
Okay.
He pinned him even though he got a TKO. That's the thing.
Jesus
He pinned him
Christ.
even with a TKO.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Wrestling.
Chuck, did you have anything to say? Because you looked like you wanted to say something.
Okay, so yeah, because Jelly Bowl losing was at SummerSlam, not WrestleMania. We're talking about specifically WrestleMania, so
Yeah, I can't think of any examples personally.
yeah, if we were talking about specifically WrestleMania, that is the point to be made. And I guess in the back of my mind, I knew that. I may be the only one that think this is. In my way, I'm looking at this whole card is fascinated in a train wreck, and to see how it's so bad that you can't look away. You gotta keep looking at the train wreck in shock and awe, and you say, "Oh no, it's just gonna crash together and kaboom." So that's my thoughts about this. But out of all the train wrecks this could be, I'm actually fascinated in this because I could actually still see the faces winning because they could actually just lob a win for LA Knight. That's the thing.
Yeah.
Like he kind of they could lob a win for LA Knight and
Yeah.
like Triple H trying to give him good for like going through what he went through these last few months in this cycle of a storyline, which, you know, I'll give him, there was some interesting moments that got viral for LA Knight. For example, he was in iShow's Beat's Dream at one point, beating up Speed himself. So, and that got viral in its own way about that for him. So, there is some good things that come up with this. Just the fact that Danhausen is not really involved because he cursed Speed in the first place for this moment.
Sure
and he's
did.
just sliding away from this. Like, I'm just leave this right here and just keep it moving. Just very Danhausen. So at least there's that. At least Danhausen's over. But yeah, I'm just interested to see how much of a train wreck this is all is.
Yeah, I do think you're right, Chuck, on that. So, because like this is the match where I don't think they really care who wins. I don't think there's any particular benefit either way to someone winning this match because this story, whatever stories, will continue on for the next pay per view. So yeah.
Good backlash anyway, yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, this is a make good for LA Knight and a couple other people on the roster that didn't get much going. It's like, oh, here's a random WrestleMania match for ESPN2 for people to watch for free.
Yes.
This is the other thing as well, of course, is the first two matches on both nights are on free TV.
Yeah.
I'll add a pre-show, which is meant to entice you to go and pay the money to go and get the ESP app, or it is, and pay money for it. We'll come to my thoughts on that for night 2 in a minute because I think they've put the best 2 ones on free TV personally for night 2. But this match isn't going to entice me to want to buy night 1.
Yeah.
I mean, it'd be fine. It'd be a fine, fun match to watch, probably. But it's not going to make me want. I mean, I'm not spending money. I'm not in America like Chuck, but I'm not going to spend the money to do it.
Yes.
I'm also not spending the money, but
Chuck will watch this legal means. What are you talking about?
Yes.
No, we're I'll be chilling, selling the high seas.
You're watching at a friend's place. That's why you're watching at a friend's
Yes,
place.
exactly.
Watching in
Going to a
public
friend's house.
space.
Yes.
All right, so we will move on from that because yes, I very much I agree with what most people say, but also I want I always want Logan Paul to lose. So there we go.
Yes.
Can totally understand that.
I knew I liked you, El.
Now it's time for another match where I'm slightly annoyed with the build-up, which is Jacob Fatu versus Drew McIntyre, which we will find out. Woo! Once again, I've gone wishful thinking and wanted Drew McIntyre to win, whereas the others have gone for Jacob Fatu because that's probably the logical option. I'll just explain. I'm a big Drew fan. I love Drew. I always want him to win, and I don't know. I'm huffing the copium here. Chuck wants to speak, so I'm gonna let Chuck speak here of how I'm wrong.
So this is more than just the logical meaning of the build. He's gonna go do a movie soon, so he's
Oh, I
gonna
forgot
likely
about
put Fatu over before he
this.
goes to do that movie. Yeah,
Forgot about that.
Highlander.
Yes.
He's gonna be Highlander, which should be fascinating. I remember those series back in the 90s.
All right.
But yeah,
Enjoy your free
that's kind of why I
points.
did it.
Champagne casting.
Huh?
Champagne casting for sure. To
Yeah.
be fair. I mean, Drew would be great. Drew would be great in the role, that's for sure. Everything Chuck just said. Everything, literally.
He's gonna likely put Fatu over before he leaves.
It's the only match on night 1 which is a gimmick match, and it's on free-to-air TV.
Mm-hmm.
Very
Yeah.
good point.
I don't get it. This
Didn't
is the
mention
match which would be
sensation.
great on. You could.
See-
This could main event. This match would be that good, but they won't.
This is how desperate they are for people to get at least just eyes on the WrestleMania right now. That they have to put a match. They feel like they have to put a match like this on free TV on ESPN because the numbers will come with ESPN. It's one of the biggest channels here in America. Even as they are going downhill, they are also. It's like all cables going downhill, but they're still on like the top 10 channels. So they want a match this big. They want to give it a shot because this whole ESPN WWE deal has been a mess from the word go. Like it's been a mess from the word go with the high prices, monthly prices, as well as WrestlePalooza and the ratings of it. This is them trying to. They're that desperate right now at this point. This is desperation.
Yeah. And from a storyline perspective, I think Fatu has very much been the guy who's been, focused on ball. McIntyre had the generic sort of downslide after losing the WWE title very quickly after he won it for some reason. And yeah, it's just Fatu would be around for longer. So they might as well give him what would be a relatively big win here, and then whenever McIntyre comes back after like 6 months of filming, he can get his revenge.
I don't think that long. Maybe like 4.
Depends on the film, I guess.
Yeah, it depends on
Yeah.
the film. But I don't think that's long these
So-
days.
Okay, so yeah.
I also want to, if I can, I think Jacob Fatu is also the golden boy in waiting, or as it were now. He is the first Samoan I can remember, probably since The Rock, to get over without being rammed down our throats. He got over organically with the crowd. and I
I
I
would
think that
say,
he's definitely.
go ahead.
I think he's destined to be world champion before the end of 2026. One of the championships.
I would say in the sense of getting over and actually WWE running with it, because what is interesting
That's true.
is that they had people that got over organically, and WWE did the exact opposite with it, aka Karrion Kross had one of the most rawest promos and actually was really getting somewhere, and that they didn't trust, and they ended up not giving him what he wanted in his contract, and he ended it. He decided to leave.
Yeah.
So
You're
yeah.
absolutely right with everything you say there, Chuck, but I think if you listen to the tape, I said Samoan for a reason, because there's so
Samoan.
many you could
I
list.
mean,
Karrion Kross is my favorite
Because you could list,
Samoan.
as you say,
Yes.
because you could list, as you say,
Well-
so many they've dropped the ball on.
Was
And I
okay,
will say that's not
my bad on
that's not
that.
just WWE. That's not just WWE. That's TNA, AEW, wrestling companies in general do drop the ball sometimes.
but I
I'll
mean
give him sense
Unfortunately,
to Umaga. Umaga Samoan.
the manga, yeah.
Umaga got
Yeah.
over organically.
Umanga, as really going to call
Yeah,
him.
the
Yeah,
manga.
Yeah.
Umanga.
I was also thinking Rikishi. And then you mentioned company wide, so other companies, Samoa Joe. He's fine. He got over organically, so yes. But yeah, it is still a good point.
It's
So yeah, everyone's probably got points over me here. I did a mare. However, my one counterpoint before we move on is you all are looking at this with common sense.
That is true.
Oh,
You've met me,
okay.
right?
This is WWE. Common sense doesn't always come to the table. So once again, wishful thinking, but yeah, that's the only thing I'm saying is you're very you're thinking like they know what they're doing. So
Yeah.
we will indeed see. Okay, the next one is for the Women's World Championship, which is Stephanie Vicker versus Liv Morgan. So, okay. We have a 50-50 split here. Me and Chuck have gone for Liv Morgan, whereas Mal and Matt have gone for Stephanie Vicker. Matt, would you like to explain your Steve pick here?
It's Liv Morgan is very much over. Obviously, winning the Rumble, she's been so close for so many years, and then got it. I got to admit, I didn't enjoy the promo. Her reaction, the way she did in the promo where Dominic was translating Vicker for her. For one thing, I didn't understand why he was doing that willingly in the first place. And he was just bullshitting to try and like not get upset. But the fact that she was crying about it, I mean, like, and then the next week she was fine and just picked her as the person she was going to face. I'm like, it's like it made no sense in my head. And if it makes no sense, I'm not interested, and I lost interest quickly. It's back again now, but I wasn't interested in this for a while. And now you've also got the other element to consider, which is Raquel Rodriguez and Roxanne Perez. And
Yeah.
I can see one or both of them turning on her and costing Morgan the championship, and Raquel walks out with either a new partner or a new entourage potentially. I think this Raquel with possibly Roxy and Raquel, that could be a dominant trio if they were to do that. But that's me maybe fancy booking that bit ahead. I can see Raquel walking out of the belt.
Yep.
Anything to add on that now?
I think my thinking was more going along the lines of the sort of the Judgment Day implosion, because they've got two matches, one of them the Judgment Day people, logically. they could sort of do a 2-night thing where Judgment Day implodes on one, and then the other one that causes the spoiler result to happen. Yeah, this is surprisingly a toss up because I could feasibly see them continuing going with the Judgment Day stuff like they have done seemingly forever and ever and ever and ever, and do the usual shenanigans to have Morgan win. But yeah, I think Steve is still quite over in terms of what she's doing. I mean, everyone loves when she does a bouncy.
Devil Kiss, I hate that. I hate it. I forgot that. Thanks for that. If Booker T's on commentary, I'm muting it.
What? Do you not hear Booker T cream his pants?
I don't like Booker T, the commentator, at all.
Fair enough,
I
honestly.
have my reasons. We haven't got time to get dragged into that now, right? Because that's a good hour and a half at least.
Yeah, that is true. I think as Steve is still over, I think they'll keep it with her for a bit, and then I don't know who she'll take it off her. Someone, maybe one of the NXT call-ups.
Okay, so Chuck, why is Liv gonna win this?
I actually think it's kind of opposite what y'all saying is the reason why. I don't think they've seen much out of this Bakir title run so far. I think overall that they are kind of meh on it to the point it's like, okay, let's get Liv going with this, and then you can use the title in a way to do like the a special storyline between Liv and Liv Morgan and Raquel, where I think I see Raquel being the one parting ways a bit more because I think they believe Raquel can get over and be a babyface in this actually, which would be fascinating. And they're lucky that they even got away with this in the first place because of that. They were in concussion protocol after that promo with her and Roxanne, and they just bumping heads as Fakir pushed into her. They're lucky they got through that concussion protocol because that ended up being on the line. So at the end of the day, yeah, that was I saw. It's like, whoa, okay, that was good. Oh dear. But they seem to got through it. So the match is still going on as of right now. I think overall Morgan will turn that Royal Rumble win into a title win, and then the implosion continues because as Raquel would want to go after that title, Morgan would be in the way.
Yeah.
Okay.
I fully agree with Chuck here. I don't think Steve's run as champion's been all that great. Which sucks because I really like Stephanie.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, it does.
But all that she's kind of been whittled down to, almost flanderized into, is just the devil's kiss or whatever it's called. She hits that move. Everyone makes weird sounds in the crowd, and then that's it. Everyone moves on with their day. Kind of I'm not gonna get into the whole debate about Booker T because he has his merits, he has his issues. But that has ruined Steve as a viable champion in my opinion, and the character's so flat, and it's really upsetting.
She almost needs a rebuild.
Yeah, for sure.
But like it even like Julia as well. Even as US champ, at least Julia feels a bit more legitimate as a wrestler. But even her, like both of those top two stars were killers in NXT.
Yeah,
they were outstanding killers, and they were treated like such. Especially for Kerr, who ended up being double champ at one point.
Yep.
But this is
So yeah,
it's wild.
That's my issue, and then the whole Judgment Day implosion that could easily be used in a story with the title. It could be used without the title, but I think it'd have more impact and more interest with the title. So that's my thoughts there. We will see. I don't know what I'd find more interesting. Maybe Liv winning it. I don't know, but it's certainly a match, but the build's been okay, if not spectacular. Okay, so I will move on from that to another women's match. This one is for the Intercontinental Championship. This is AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. And let's see. Okay, I was expecting all of us to say AJ Lee, but Mao has said Becky, whereas everyone else said AJ. So Mao, what was your thoughts behind this?
Yeah, this is I don't know. This is mainly kind of like I kind of want them to. I kind of want them to move away from AJ Lee versus Becky Lynch. I think both. I think this should be the final match in their trilogy.
It's a blow off. Yeah.
Yeah, this should be the blow off, which is weird because it's I don't know. They've kind of just had the same match, like effectively 3 times in a row. Now, and this is very much copium. I want them to, remember that they had a thing between Becky Lynch and Lyra Valkyria. That they had like about I don't know 6 months ago, however long ago it was. So I like Lyra Valkyria. I wanted to do stuff rather than just be stuck in a tag team with Bayley that has done nothing and managed to get a title shot. So yeah, this is copium. This will be the other matches AJ Lee and Becky Lynch have been a bit meh. So I am not holding out too much hope for this match, and it's kind of just maybe just lose interest in it in general. Hence why I'm not beginning with the story. Hence why I'm probably predicted completely wrong in terms of how it's been built. So yeah, and Lynch to win, and AJ Lee to go and do something else.
Hashtag justice for Lyra.
Yes.
We can very much talk about that later because well, actually, it'll be next after this. So yeah, who wants to talk about how AJ is going to win this? Chuck.
I think overall that AJ Lee's kind of going to get that shot to see where she can go next with her build, and I think she needs the title to do it, and I think they want to give it a shot for her. I think Lynch can actually potentially if Ripley wins the title against Cargill, Lynch can move over to SmackDown and be one of Rhea's early contenders.
Mm-hmm.
So I think in my mind, I think they're gonna not just have Becky lose. I think they're gonna have her soon down the line to go to SmackDown. I think she leaves Raw. I think she leaves Raw, and for my mind, I think Seth leaves Raw as well soon enough. Even though there is a lot of storylines within him more than Becky, but I think there's also a possibility. I could be horribly wrong, but I think there's a possibility Seth can leave Raw as well and go to SmackDown for like new wrestlers to go for new storylines. So that's where my mind is. I think Lee wins. She goes on to do more stuff as a champion, and Becky moves on to even a new brand.
Anything further to add, Matt?
My husband likes AJ Lee. That's why I picked it. That's why I picked him.
Fair.
I picked people for way worse reasons going forward. Obviously, the AJ Lee, I've always been a big fan of hers, and the fact that he actually knew of her as soon as he heard the music, he plays it in the car. He plays no wrestling music in the car. Okay, so I will take that as a win. Okay, my husband likes wrestling sort of now. Okay, I'll take that as a win. He even comes to indie shows with me now.
Wow.
Incredible.
Wow.
Granted, I'm working the shows, but even so.
That's great.
Yeah. Shallow reason for picking, but Becky doesn't need the championship. AJ sort of does. It makes sense, but as my colleagues have also said, sense and this Wrestlamania card are not a marriage.
Yes.
Yeah.
Are not a marriage.
Indeed.
As proven by my next pick, I guarantee you.
Oh god, yeah. The next match is going to be certainly interesting. So yeah, I agree with what's been said, and we can move on to the wonderful 4-way women's tag team championship match, which consists of the Irresistible Forces, who are the current champions, which is Nia Jax and Lash Legend, Charlotte Flair and Alexa Bliss, Bayley and Lyra, and the Bella Twins, who definitely deserve a title shot because they've done so much tag-wise recently in the last year. They definitely haven't had a match since like forever, and definitely deserve this fucking title shot.
Mm,
All right.
yeah.
It's stupid. It's really stupid. Okay. All right. So we have.
Okay.
Me and Matt have said the Bellas because I think it's the stupidest thing, but it might happen. Chuck has said Bailey and Lyra, and Mal has said the champs retain. So I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go with the champs retain first. So Mal, explain your thoughts here.
This is me thinking sensible. Why would they get them to drop it? These are well, Last Legend is someone they are pretty high on. I think, and I think she's. I don't know. I don't know whether she's entirely ready for proper singles matches yet. So they can keep her being in part of the dominant tag team for at least a little bit longer, and then spin it off into something else. The others are Bailey and Lyra. They've not done anything for a long time. I would like to see them win, but yeah, they've just kind of been chucked in there because they probably needed to. Alexa and Charlotte Flair is you can kind of do they can kind of do another storyline based off that where they the what is it, the friends by coincidence, whatever their name is called. I've forgotten what the actual name is, but they can then spin off into another storyline with that. And the Bellas are just the Bellas. They've not done anything, so they shouldn't get anything. However, I was very tempted to pick the Bellas just because it's stupid.
Yeah. Basically, my pick of the Bellas. Matt, why did you pick the Bellas?
Okay, I hate to plug my show again, but gonna. Since the first episode, and we're recording later this week. We're recording episode 367. Since the first ever episode, I have had the same opinion about the Bella Twins. There is no point to them. Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Now,
Uh,
as the fact is now is that, and I actually said the first show of this year on my show. What's the point of Nikki Bella? What's the point of her? Because everything that she's got, there are other women on the roster who do it better. If you want athleticism, you've got that in spades of them. If you want wrestling ability, you've got people all over the place. If you want someone who's got an enormous pair of
Tits.
yeah, yeah. You've got Tiffany Stratton, Charlotte Flair. You've got people who can do it better than her. Okay. However, and I say this because you say that this is a out there pick. It's the only one that makes sense. It's the only one that makes sense here, because when the Bellas came back together after the Royal Rumble, and then off again for 2 months because Nikki had done a. She's not even fit to compete. They shouldn't be even in. Stop.
it's okay. The Bella Twins won't hurt you, Matt. It's okay.
They couldn't hurt themselves. They couldn't hurt themselves. Right. Logically, it makes sense because they are Hall of Famers, and they want to put and they have never won a match at WrestleMania, ever. I've been back through my archives. The Bellas have never won at WrestleMania,
Oh no.
ever.
Oh,
Which
God, that made it much more likely now in my head. Oh God.
Well, someone did
I
research
hate-
and it makes sense. Oh no.
Yeah.
my autism has kicked in, unfortunately. Yes. I don't want it to happen, but I had a similar scenario at WrestleMania 35 when I was there. Just throwing it in, and the Iconics won that night, and they were the outsiders. No one had them. No one had them down to win that night at all. The moment they won, the crowd went absolutely ballistic. The cheers was phenomenal.
Yeah.
Mm.
I'm not saying that Bella's going to go, sort of response, but I can see it. In
I
fact,
reckon they will. I reckon they
I
will.
would have. I wanted to
Yeah.
type Flair and Bliss so badly, but my brain wouldn't let me. And the thing is, I can see from the look on Chuck's face right now, he knows that I'm right.
Yes. We will we will hear from Chuck. I just want to quickly say, I wanted to put Bailey Lyra because I love them both.
I do.
And I
I
want the
do.
world
I
for
do. I
both of
think they
them.
both. I think they both deserve better than what they've got. But at
But
least they're on the card.
exactly. And
Yeah.
unfortunately, I agree with Matt. I see this happening. Sadly, very very likely. So Chuck, you've been looking like you've been wanting to speak for a while. Explain your picks and also your thoughts of what was said.
I'm gonna just go with the thoughts first because I actually kind of feel bad for WWE in this sense because there was an idea of a better looking 4-way women's tag titles match that included Io and Ripley.
Mm.
And then they saw that the fact of Jade's not getting over, they are not getting the ticket sales they wanted, and they had to switch up. And because SmackDown has no other real, like, their women's division is down bad. That's why I said, another reason why I said that Becky may go over to SmackDown as well. Because their SmackDown division, women's division, is in a weird spot right now. So they had, because what could have been a fun idea, which some people thought of, would have been a women's fatal 4-way TLC with Ripley and Io,
Mm.
with Riho, and then Kyrie saying Asuka, and then they may put in Bailey, Vicaria, and then Bliss and
Flair.
Flair. That looks like a more fun prospect, doesn't it?
Watch that.
And I think
Watch the hell out of that.
like with everything swirling around the storylines between Io and Asuka and Kyrie and Rhea and the that would have been more fun prospect. But then when Rhea had to take the title match and win the Royal Rumble to take the title match to Jade, that just split everything apart in half, and then we had this congealed mess. And that was, I think about it as well. If I heard about what the Bellas never winning WrestleMania, the Iconics, like, yeah, I would have chose the Bellas too. Oh no. The reason why I chose Bailey and Vicaria, I think it helps them towards maybe a breakup angle. They win the titles, lose it a month later, do a breakup angle off of it, get into a match at SummerSlam. But
Mm.
I'm so
Bellas makes more
sorry.
sense, doesn't it?
Yeah. I think.
I'm
Oh,
so sorry.
Yeah.
it's what it is. It's like, yeah, they're gonna try for the cheap pop. I don't know if they're gonna get it. It's the cheap nostalgia pop, and that's why they're in this match. That's why Nikki's there in the
Yeah.
first place. Nostalgia, evolution came in there. She led this Divas division, which I didn't even know much about at the time. And
That's
like,
no, AJ Lee led the devious division.
exactly. That's why I almost didn't know much about it. But they perceived themselves having this Divas run with Nikki and all that, and for a while they did mainly that because they didn't have AJ Lee in, but now they could push AJ Lee as that person that led the Divas era. But still, it's like, because I was out of wrestling during that time, like mid 2010s, like right before 2016. I didn't really think much of it, but yeah, no, goodness, okay, yeah. Can I change my pick?
No, I mean I'm not allowed to change my pick from Drew McIntyre to Jacob, so you're gonna have to deal with
Oh,
this.
I'm
Um,
gonna
Can I
have.
just say? Can I
Yep.
just? I need to put it on record. I know I've slated Nikki Bella quite harshly here. I have zero problem with Brie Bella. I have zero problem with Brie Bella.
Not even
Look,
the theme song, yeah.
I
and,
prefer that. I've heard you typically
and
can't.
and shout out to Cougar DG.
Fucking Cooper the Jew. for context for people who aren't aware, there was rumors that he was with Nikki Bella. He's the cornerback
Corner for
on
the
Oh,
Eagles.
Eagles,
okay.
yeah. And he's like 20 years younger, and yes, it was rumored that they were together.
To the point
Yes.
where a friend of mine were joking about this, and we renamed him on Madden as Cougar DeGene.
Brilliant.
Also, sorry, before I move on to the next pick, you mentioned Evolution, and in my head I forgot that was a pay-per-view, and I just thought of Nikki Bella in Evolution, the stable, as the fourth member instead of Batista. It's
instead of-
Nikki Bella. It's
yeah.
really, really humoring me.
They did.
Yeah, it's like that cursed photo they had of Mark Jindrak in
Yeah.
Evolution, but instead of Mark
Mark
Jindrak, it's one of the
It's
Bellas.
it's
So
Nikki
put
Bella
the
in a
chat
really
GPT
badly fitting
later.
suit.
Yeah.
I'm so putting that into one of the AIs later on to try and make that happen.
No. That'd be cursed. But yes,
That would be cursed.
we will indeed move on.
Please.
It's now okay. So we've got a singles match, which had lots of build up. Seth Rollins versus Gunther. Okay, we're not all going to be unified. We're not going to be a unified front here. Three Gunthers, and Matt says Seth. So yeah, I'll let Matt kick us off with why is Seth winning this?
Okay, first of all, this match has been cursed for the last 9 months.
I don't think Danhausen's been around that
Ever
long.
since, ever since Seth, has it been that long since Seth got injured with the vision? Has it been that long? It feels longer than that.
It's around that, yeah.
Ever since Seth went down with that injury, and it was a legit injury he went down with.
Yeah,
For
once.
But yeah, ironically after the one he didn't have.
For once, yeah.
They say Karma's a bitch. Well, now Karma's kicking WWE very squarely between the legs because it was meant to be Seth v. Braun at Mania.
And that would have been a banger.
And it was meant to be Seth v. Bronson at Mania. I'd have bought a ticket for that.
Yeah, it still would
And the
have
fact
been
matter is that they had to put someone against Seth at Mania. The problem is that there are two in the division. Who's buying a ticket to Seth versus Logan Paul, the rematch at Mania?
Yeah,
No one.
yeah, no.
No. And Austin Theory has not got that credibility.
Yeah.
Austin Theory just hasn't got the credibility to carry a Mania match of that magnitude. He hasn't. I
Think about
mean,
it. He beat Cena, and he still couldn't get over that.
Oh, it's
He
so
beat
sad.
Cena at Mania. He
It's
still
so
couldn't
sad.
It is.
I know, and that should be enough to put you over, but no. For me, no matter who wins this match, WWE loses. They put themselves in a corner here, unfortunately, because if Seth wins and Gunther loses his magic he's got going on at the moment, where he's unbeatable, untouchable. If Gunther wins, then what's the point of Braun versus Seth down the line? No point at all. If Braun interferes, which I think he's going to, and he's going to end up spearing Gunther.
Well, because he took his place, essentially.
Took his spot.
Okay. I mean, I can see that being a good match.
I think being a banger, an absolute banger. Problem is that there'll be interference, and the fan base in IWC will be absolutely mad because a banger was ruined. But the thing is that unfortunately we're going to see at least one dusty finish on this card, maybe two or three.
I think
because
more than that.
There has to be some swerves here, because otherwise, some of us are going to get a lot of points.
Yeah.
And also, I didn't know you guys had all gone for Gunther. I thought it was obvious that Steph was winning this one. Maybe I'm going to lose this one badly.
So, my reasoning for going for Gunther was essentially what you said, where Gunther's got this undefeatable magic to him. And it'd be weird to just chuck it away against Seth, even with interference. That, I think, you'd think Braun Breaker would still have... You still want to go after Seth regardless, because he's assuming he'd still be in the division or whatever it is when he comes back. But But yeah, as this match has, I think, a grand total of 2 weeks to build, or however much it is before this. I just can't see them chucking it away. Just on give Chuck and Gunther stuff away. It can be competitive because Seth's still main event guy and Gunther's still being built up in that sense. And I think a win here would help him, and it'd probably be the most logical way to go. But this is WWE. We have mentioned before, logic does not apply at times, so it could easily be Rollins. But yeah, I just don't see why they just throw away however many months of stuff they've done with Gunther just to, I don't know, give Rollins a reason to fight a guy who's injured.
Yeah.
I am more excited about this match, though, with 2 weeks to build, than the main event for night one. Don't put it that way. I'm more excited for it. But that's not saying much, because right now I'd rather turn the main event off as things stand.
Yeah.
They've got 1 week. They've got 1 week to bring me back over. They've got 1 week.
Yeah, we will very much get onto that next. But Chuck, do you have anything to
Sorry,
say?
I'm too sorry.
Yeah,
Aaron.
I do. So I think honestly, there's still a fascinating build that I don't see they want to throw that away between Rollins and Braun altogether as well. Because remember the Royal Rumble. Remember the reason why the last moments of where Braun is for a while before that moment. It was supposed to look like Seth screwed him over as he came here and attacked Braun. And Braun will remember that. Braun will definitely remember that. And I think that's where they come in that sense and take out Seth to lose. And there's also a rumor coming around of why, in the first place, Gunther sided with Heyman. And what he said to Heyman during Raw, he says, "You owe me more than just a thank you." He wants Brock Lesnar. He wants to retire Brock. And I think with beating Rollins, he'll get his chance to retire Brock, whether it's SummerSlam or next year. I think he will have that ace in the hole in the pocket of being the one to retire Lesnar. And it'll be another notch on Gunther's card being the retirement killer. The retirement home killer, and taking out more retirement home players. Yeah.
So I'm just imagining Gunther going into retirement homes and just choking the old biddies
Let's
out.
not do that, yeah? I'm now picturing Gunther putting the sleeper on my residence in my hand, where I work. Thanks for that.
Retirement home killer.
Anytime, man. Welcome.
Oh my god. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Incredible. We will move on to the main event that Matt is really excited for, which is
elated, enjoyed. Just can't wait.
Sure. I mean, we all are, aren't we? We're so excited for Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton with Pat McAfee for the.
Or CM1 Pocket, Pat McAfee.
Yep.
For the.
He said that.
I'm just gonna. I thought we got one. I thought we got one. Everyone said Cody. Chuck said Randy. Chuck, why you?
No way. No way. Y'all thought Cody's gonna win.
Yeah. Right, tell us why we're cooked.
The main thing was what Pat said to Cody. If Orton loses, I will go away. He's having a match with Jelly Roll at Backlash. Of course, he's going away.
I mean, I hope that doesn't happen, and we don't have to deal with
It's
him.
gonna happen.
No?
It's gonna be McAfee versus Jelly Roll.
No.
Of course, Orton's gonna win.
No, it's not gonna happen.
Orton's gonna win, y'all. I'm stunned. Y'all didn't think about that.
I mean, I think we're just hoping that whatever Pat said is going to be true. I think that's my personal thoughts. Is okay.
I get it too. This has been one of the most downhill builds I've ever seen. And and this is one of the first times I've seen creative and the wrestlers are together against the higher ups on how stupid this is, how horribly built this is turning into, because they had a very different idea of what they wanted out of this, and this is what they got forced into because homie McAfee's agent wants him to be Sylvester Stallone. Like,
Is that why he's wearing the shades?
he's gonna be on Stallone's show, Tulsa King, as well. Like,
Oh Jesus.
This is conflict of interest at its highest order. This is conflict of interest at its highest order between Emmanuel and the rest of WWE. Like, this is him coming in and says, because I want McAfee big, you're going to do this for me. And they can't do anything else about it. Like, they cannot fire, and they cannot fire Cody for what he said. They cannot fire Punk for what he said. So they're using them as their frustrations blowing out of, like, just venting their frustrations out on their respective shows about these things. And it's just like, this is the main reason I said train wreck. This is the train wreck I truly want to see and want to just be like, holy cow, what a wreck of the trains. This is two bullet trains just ready to barrel against each other in this mess of a main event. They're just smart enough that it's night one and not night two.
Yeah, it's probably why they're doing this bollocks. If you are right, because it is night one.
Yep.
Does anyone want to counter Chuck's points on why Cody's gonna win this?
My simple response is they can just ignore the stipulation. I genuinely don't think they have thought that far ahead. And if they wanted to do a Pat McAfee match, they can. They could do an unsanctioned match. He's not going to be involved in WWE anymore, therefore can do an unsanctioned match. They could do anything. Like, my response to this entire match is, what in the ever-loving fuck are they doing? They've gone down this...
I think they have no choice now.
Yeah,
they have to go with McAfee, and they are going to, and it looks like it's a collision course with Jelly Roll at Tampa Backlash, and they have, and a part of that is Randy Orton winning.
Like the entire thing, like, so you've got this episode involved, whatever, fine. It's WrestleMania, celebrities involved. So WrestleMania, one of the billion celebrities. We fucking had Lawrence Taylor in the main event of WrestleMania against Bam Bam Bigelow in like
they did
8 or 9, whichever one it was. Or WrestleMania 11, maybe it's WrestleMania 11. But like, yes, it was. Okay, I'm glad I remember my dodgy WrestleMania main events. But yeah, it's like, you do that, that's fine, whatever. Have Pat McAfee in the corner and just say, dude, to hang around. But make him the main focus of the entire last couple of weeks of build for your WrestleMania main event match that involves two of your most notable wrestlers in your entire company. And then have them do weird ass fucking Vince Russo WCW 2000 shit. You might as well copy paste the Hulk Hogan. This is why the damn company's a damn shape is in, because of bullshit like this, brother. Promo for like the last 2 weeks, because that's all they're doing over and over again. And like, you have, of all people, the punter, Pat McAfee, as the guy saying that, the guy who is not the guy who shouldn't be the face of the fans' frustrations. You have the heel saying, "Oh, this is shit." At least when they did it for like, when they said, "Oh, this company's shit," when they did that for like, I think it was like when Baron Corbin was general manager. At least they came back and Baron Corbin was when the McMahons came back and said, "Oh, it's shit because of you." Baron Corbin was a heel. That is just saying, it's, and I'm more cynical than you in this, Chuck. I don't think that this is a particularly like derivative against, like, the creative being derivative against the higher ups. I genuinely think this is just all for the TV show, the Unreal stuff. I reckon we're gonna get
That's
an
a good point.
episode in like
That is a thought.
yeah. We know the next season is. We're gonna have a couple of episodes.
But-
And go, oh, we worked these people, brother. I say, as I'm not Hulk Hogan, it's Triple H. We worked these people. We were going on about how this is all shit and really playing to their emotions and Triple H is the smartest man in the world, etc. etc. But it just makes you look like you're desperate.
Yeah.
Like how WCW was, you're appealing to I guess the crowd, but you're not exactly enticing any new people in by having the main event saying you're shit. That's what confused me about the whole thing. Your main program is just saying the show is shit. It's why WCW 2000 died. It's why it's never really worked in any other company since when Vince Russo's tried it. Yeah, it just doesn't. It baffles me how they even thought this could even work. Like, yeah, I don't know. It's but yeah, Cody Rhodes wins, so hopefully Pat McAfee just goes off and does fucking movies or whatever he wants to do.
Yeah.
It goes back to the NFL, becomes a punter again. Why not?
Going away.
I mean, if I might be allowed to help my tag partner Mal here on this one a
Yes.
bit. Okay, Chuck, you are an idiot.
Y'all about to be real mad when they hear stuff on.
I could just drop the mic there, but I'm not going to. Okay.
Oh dear.
Firstly, okay, card subject to change. Okay, for regarding Backlash, always. Secondly, of course, as well is at no point did he say when he would leave the wrestling business for good. He specifically did not mention when he would leave, so that's another thing. And another thing as well is that Pat McAfee's contract expires on April 30th, 2026.
Okay.
Nah, they're gonna
So
have
he's
the
going.
extension for him. Nah, they're gonna have the extension for him past WrestleMania Backlash.
Well, he's got
I-
exclusive. He's got exclusivity deal with ESPN, so maybe not.
Because word is, yeah, his contract at ESPN as well is going up. But the thing is, too, his potential next stop with the Pat McAfee show is Netflix.
Can it be the bin? Please, can it be the bin?
I
Maybe
am
the bin, 'cause
confident that he is. I'm telling you, when I heard all these things that Ari Emanuel has said and done for McAfee,
He needs to go as well.
this is
Can he go? If either of them win, if Randy wins or Cody wins, can he just go? Because he has ruined this.
he has ruined this, and it's only going to get worse. I only believe this is only going to get worse. Orton wins, and I just think it's going to be a hard mess, and I'll be laughing hard at this because this is the train wreck I've been waiting for.
Yes. Oh
Yep.
dear.
What are you, Eloise? What are your thoughts on
I mean, I've got 2 points here because everyone's pretty subbed everything pretty well. So I've got 2 very serious points here, which is the first one is whatever Pat's gonna do, he's doing it for the brand, which is TKO, obviously. I was trying to find any way to involve for the brand and
Yeah.
The Rock?
And my other point was Russo was mentioned, so shouts up to Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
Like even he hasn't done that for Juggalo Championship Wrestling. Even he has learned, but TKO don't seem to have a thing called learning from your mistakes, aka John Cena heel turn that executed that ended up being a poor looking deal because thanks Manuel and The Rock.
Yeah, Russo's incredible at booking booking cocaine to be the Juggalo Championship Wrestling champion. He's great.
So real quick before listen, I get y'all criticize Triple H. He deserves to be criticized on many things, but this yells. This is not what he wanted. This because as also I wanted to say as well. Yes, sometimes the day doesn't make sense, but at the end of the day, their PLE booking has been predictable. This is not what he wants. Like this feels out of hand in different ways.
If I may,
I
a
cannot.
deaf, dumb, and blind man could see this is not what Triple H wanted.
So I can't blame Triple H in this one case here. This is more than
He's not his
anything a
booking.
manual.
We know this. We know this is not his
Yeah.
booking. Yeah. I
Like-
think we all agreed on that one,
Yes.
my dude.
Yeah, it's
Okay.
not his booking, but I don't think he will have the balls to admit that. I think he will. I think whatever he will say, we will try and link into. They love doing the
He will
worksheets.
counter this with silence. That's how he will do it. He won't say it outright, but he won't say anything much more about the match. That, oh yeah, it's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a banger and all this. And
All I'll say is
he will silence.
next year's Mania, you watch none of this shit will happen then. Not they're trying to impress the Crown Prince in Saudi Arabia.
I think it will still be because
Yeah,
Saudis don't care. You seen the Royal Rumble?
True.
I did.
Yeah.
It's not gonna chase that much.
Oh,
I did. The only positive is it's not going to be a late night for us, at least.
That's true.
Yeah, maybe
Yeah.
we could all watch it together.
I mean, this is the. I mean, last point. We're saying that this might happen. It might not happen. The political situation might still be a thing, or you might not be able to have Saudi Mania
That's
by the
also
time
true.
of next year. Hopefully,
That
we
is
don't
quite
have
true,
Saudi
to be
Mania.
fair. If that's the
That's
case,
also
London's
true.
available.
Yes.
Was I going to say something else? I don't know.
Wait. I'll say this: Vegas a third year.
Oh no. Okay, that's now
Oh,
being put out there.
no.
Okay.
Don't put that out there.
The next match is
Wonderful.
night 2. Yes, it's for 1 fall. Hopefully, maybe. This is indeed a singles match. Obafemi versus man I don't like, Lesnar. There we go.
Yay.
Yay! We're a unified front. We agree. We all have Obafemi winning. Because oh god no, if Lesnar wins, oh god help us, help. That's gonna be dreadful. Does anyone want to talk about how Obafemi is gonna win this?
Can I
So,
say,
yeah.
no, I've not seen a call up from NXT that has got the IWC and in general the LW Academy, just gonna say, talking like Obafemi does. Obafemi, literally, everyone does his strut anywhere and everywhere at the moment. It's brilliant. And I've not seen Brock Lesnar bump like that for anyone since The Undertaker in 2002.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fair.
Brock gets paid millions and millions of dollars for his 2 appearances a year that he makes. He'd made plenty of appearances in this build to WrestleMania, and he put over every single time without a single promo.
Yeah.
This is the best match on the entire card of Mania, and they're giving it away for free.
Desperation.
Yep.
It makes no sense. This could main event night 1. It should main event night 1. It won't. Obviously, it's night 2 for a start,
Yeah.
and it's opening the show. So, but
It's-
yeah,
okay.
over winning is the only sensible choice here.
Chuck?
It makes sense in a way of it's not a title on the line, so it has to be a good opener, and it's opening for the main network because Saturday is ESPN 2, and that's like the side network to ESPN in a way. No, this is ESPN. This is the big network, so you're getting the opener for the big network itself for night 2, and so that's huge for them. And I think with this, you're right. I haven't seen Brock go let someone go over like this. Honestly, I'll give you this. You got to get this. Goldberg.
Yeah.
I remember watching the Survivor Series when he lost to Goldberg in like less than 30 seconds.
Yeah.
That was the only other time besides
Yeah.
Undertaker and 02. That was the only other time.
Yep.
So, but even then, like even that match didn't get as much build up for him going over than this. If they somehow fumble this and have Femi losing, I don't think
Yeah, it's
it'll
something they're
be.
thinking about.
This will set them back years in building a big star up.
Yep.
This match will set them back years if Femi loses. So
I was
it's
happy
slam
with.
dunk.
I was gutted when Oba came at number 1 in the Rumble. I was fine with Brock eliminating him because I knew that was going to be the match at Mania. As soon as it happened, I'm like, it's going to be Oba and Brock at Mania, and I'm all right with that.
Did not think it was going to be LA Knight.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was the rumor going into this, that it was going to be an open challenge from Brock Lesnar, and LA Knight was going to be the challenger, which would have
Actually, glad.
been awful.
Yeah, he
Yes.
would have been. That night would have been eaten
At
to
no
the
point
dog.
I think that was the case.
But I liked Oba at number 1 there, the way they did it. They executed that. They actually executed that pretty cool. I give
I
him
mean,
that
his
helped a lot.
whole structure to the ring was really cool. Yeah, really cool.
So
Yeah.
I think number 1 made sense for that entrance and how they had him over, just taking everybody apart in seconds for a while until Lesnar.
Yeah.
Yep.
So,
Anything to add on top, Mal?
Yeah. So yeah, if Lesnar wins, this is not going to say killed Uber Femi, but it's setting back too much to almost to recover from. I will say they have the exact perfect template for this match that they have done before. We've already mentioned Goldberg, the match against Drew McIntyre as well. I think they would have done maybe another one. I can't remember.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah.
Yes, we have this is perfect for this sort of two big man match, and it's on as you say on free TV. So
on Bud Network, ESPN.
yeah, oh yeah, it's on the big network. So what do people like when they see two big people going? Big move, big move, big move, big move, big move, finish.
Meat.
Yeah, meat. Finish in about 5 minutes. This is what this match needs to be. 5 minutes, or less than 5 minutes. This is what this match needs to be. This needs to be almost a carbon copy of that match versus Goldberg.
True.
But obviously with
Well, it's true, yeah.
Yeah.
Actually, the one that they had at Mania 33 was actually really good. Actually, Lesnar and
They ended up
Goldberg,
being decent.
actually.
Yeah, they ended up being decent.
Yeah,
I was betting it'd be terrible, but it was 5.5 minutes on that, and it was just what needed to be.
Yeah, it's
The old
Goldberg,
favorite.
yeah, bang, 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 finish.
Um,
Finish, yes.
So, in the middle of you two, all you speaking sense and speaking about the match, I lost my mind because the way Mal said meat reminded me of Beaker from the Muppets. I just kind of lost my mind. meat.
Of course, he's Sheamus' cousin.
That is true.
Oh,
Canon,
dear.
he's Sheamus' cousin.
Oh god. Oh dear. I assume that's a Raw 2010s Raw thing.
Yes, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear.
Muppets were the guest host, a special guest host on Monday Night Raw.
Yay.
Yeah, you're
Incredible.
right.
Okay, we've now got the 6-pack ladder match for the WWE Intercontinental Championship, which I think's probably one of the potential matches of the weekend. So let's see who we've got. Okay. So I expected some variation. I didn't expect a 50-50 split here. Actually, no. Yes, 50-50 split. Yeah. Me and Chuck have gone for Penta to retain, and Mao and Matt have gone for Javon Evans to win. So I'll start with Chuck. Why is Penta going to retain this?
Penta needs a big win. He needs a big PLE win. He's missing that.
Yep.
And this is it. Evans is not ready yet. This is his first big PLE moment. I think this is his first big PLE.
In general, yeah.
Yeah. Nah, he ain't. Like, you could give a shock moment win to Evans maybe, but he ain't ready yet. So it's gonna be Penta. Penta gonna need his win to defend. He's gonna get that moment and defend the title. This could be match of the night. a lot of good high flyers going in, and the way this is supposed to be ladders, and it's just going to be insane. Please don't die, all that jazz.
Mm.
Honestly, at the end of the day, Penta needs a big WrestleMania win to help him continue up the ladder in a way. Oddly enough, I think he gets this win here.
Yes, I indeed do agree with you. That's basically my rationale. Is Penta needs this. I don't think there'll be too many title changes, so I think Penta retaining here is really good for Penta. Mao, do you want to explain the Javon Evans pick?
So WWE's very high on Javon Evans. They've put him in very, very big positions already. Like, they've had him in the chamber. They've had him do quite well in the
Oh
Rumble,
yeah,
I
the
think.
chamber. He did
Yeah.
the chamber.
Yeah, I mean he did get eliminated by Logan Paul, I think. But if we ignore that,
He did.
they've put him in these positions already. They are very high on him. I can see him winning this. 6-way ladder match, obviously, this is going to be great, lots of fun. I just because it's so great, so lots of fun, and also it's on free TV. They might want to sort of show this as, hey, these are the next generation of people coming through. Valdo with Femi win, and we've got this young guy coming up who is gonna impress everyone, do a load of flippy stuff off the ladders and win. I unfortunately think the rest of the people in this match outside of him and Penta are kind of a bit secondary. They're all good enough to do stuff with ladders, so that's why they're there. But I don't think they have a chance. I think it's either Javon or Penta. I can see the reason for Penta staying because he does need a win. Big win, but at the same time, I think he's got the gimmick of just being Sierra Miedo guy, and he's able to sell a load of merch that I don't think him losing this will be too bad. Then they also got the backup. They can throw on the backup of the whole Lucha Brothers return tag team thing as well if they wanted to. Yeah, this just seems like a perfect chance to sort of say, hey, new people, come and watch us. These people you never heard of before who have just done great things. Come and watch the rest of the show to see if any of them win.
Yeah.
Um,
I have a question off the back of that, which is the flip side, kind of playing the devil's advocate of what you just said, is it's going to be on TV. It's going to be on something that a lot of people who won't be as hardcore wrestling fans, they'd watch it, right? So a lot of people would be old fans that haven't watched WWE in ages, right?
Yeah.
So do you think there's an outside chance that Rey Mysterio wins this? Because a lot of casual fans would then like that and then maybe want to see more. I just had that idea, and it's
yeah. I think he's very much in there for the casual fans because everyone likes Rey Mysterio. Buyuka 619. He wears the mask and does the things. But I think this is like it's like Lesnar in the other thing match. He's there for people for name recognition, and the rest and he can
Nostalgia pop.
Yeah, nostalgia pop, nostalgia recognize and just take a loss. I think.
I agree.
Sure. Go on, Matt. I think you were itching for something to say.
The argument can be made here because we've mentioned about Penta needing a big win on a PLE. You could argue everyone in this match needs a big win. You could argue for all of them.
Mysterio's been out. Big one.
If I may, Mysterio's been out for a long time. He's been out injured for a long time. Funny how he's suddenly fine to wrestle now. Gunter's got a match with Seth Rollins.
Yes.
He's in the throwback to Seth character being thrown away because now he's not out. He's on a fucking ladder match all of a sudden out of nowhere. Rusev he's had some good matches since he's been back. He's been doing some good stuff. He had a great little thing with Sheamus, but since Sheamus has been injured, he's been kind of spinning his wheels a little bit. JD McDonough's in there to take an OG cut off a ladder because that's what he's in there for. Dragon Lee, my friend John, I'm giving him a shout out here. John Knight, excuse me, doesn't get the gimmick. He hates anyone who walks to the ring with dragon wings. He hates it. He hates the fact that people come to the ring with wings on their back. He hates it with passion. He says Dragon's a great wrestler, but he hates the gimmick. He hates it.
He must hate Valkyrie with a
Javon,
passion. Then
he's not big on it. No, he's not big on it. No.
Does your friend hate fun and whimsy? Is he miserable?
No, he's not miserable. He likes great wrestling. He just doesn't like. He can't buy into someone actually saying like, "I'm a dragon, roar," walking to the ring with wings on the back, outside of like Mania sort of thing, when they would dress up in outfits in general. Do we have a side pot on what superhero Mysterio is going to come out dressed as this year or not? I say Javon is in my opinion the smart money. Is on him. This is a cluster. To be fair, they could throw a curveball and have Dragon Lee win it because he's got to win something now. He hasn't got a tag partner. Yeah, I could keep rambling. I'm gonna stop.
What's a funny sort of semi WWE adjacent superhero? Peacemaker, as well as I don't know, Black Adam.
Given both of them,
yeah, The Rock would love that.
given Peacemaker's hosting the show and Black Adam's on the TKO panel, that's not gonna happen.
And also, Black Adam is still DC, and AEW is dealing with DC right now. So
Oh, true.
Yeah. Most of Mysterio's outfits, most of
Marvel.
them have been. I was gonna say have been DC in recent times.
Yeah, he did Batman, and yeah.
Well, yeah, I remember the one he did was Wolverine when he did, but he was doing All In. That was years ago.
Famously did Joker at Mania 25
Oh, okay.
Oh, it's
when he
completely.
beat JBO in 25 seconds.
It's just completely off topic, but Chuck's just reminded me that Rey Mysterio did Wolverine, and on the same show, was it Brian Cage also did Wolverine in his gear?
I forgot.
So we had two Wolverines.
I forgot about that.
How do you not prep you have pre-show meetings? How do you not discuss these things?
Oh, it's incredible. So yes, we had two people with similar gears, in different matches, I think.
Yeah, different matches.
Yeah. All right. Well, we will move on to the women's championship match between Jade Cargill and Rhea Ripley. Let's see. Oh, great. This is a sign that I've got this horrendously wrong, but I've gone with Jade because I think it's what WWE do, and it's not what I want to see. It's what I think will happen. And then everyone else has gone for Rhea. So Mao, do you wanna give your thoughts first?
Yeah, Cargill's been a bit bleh, hasn't she, as champion? And I kind of get the feeling, as she's gone as bad as she has done, I reckon they could just take it off and give it to Rhea for a bit. Cargill is, she's not made for being a regular singles champion. I think she's kind of, I don't know, just isn't there. And I think nobody probably recognises by now and will give it to Rhea. Hence why Rhea's involved in this match, because they need to give it to someone. And Rhea was the person they could give, the most legitimate person they could give it to. No idea what Cargill does next after this. Generally don't know. Retire, yeah. Go to NXT.
Wow.
Go to Evolve.
Actually, NXT would be a good shout. You could rebuild herself down there.
Yeah. I mean, like, I think she does need some more. I don't know how she needs more training because she's been wrestling for a while. But she needs some more training to do something more than what she does.
She WWE champ. There's no going back at this point.
I agree with Chuck.
There's no going back at this
she's main
point.
roster.
She is here to main roster, and she's gonna stay in the main roster. Now they may move her to Raw, but there's no turning back.
Yeah. Stick her in a tag team and let them with Nia Jax. I know,
Put her
place
back on
that.
Evolve.
They
That
did
was
that
simple, right?
already with Bianca.
That is true, they did. Yes, and another thing actually, Bianca Belair is scheduled to return soonish. Perfect time to interfere
See,
and come back.
I personally think there's just going to be Hill Bollocks and Jade's, because Jade's made a stable recently, right? So I reckon they will
Yeah,
interfere.
the two girls who hate her guts.
Yes. So
Yes.
I think that's how she's gonna win. But I could, yeah, I think it's gonna be that she's gonna screw them over, and then it might build for Rhea facing Jade further down the road. I think.
See, the reason why I've gone for Rhea is because the whole build had been Jade destroying Rhea, and classic booking says that the babyface will win at Mania because of that. Watch me lose this one and be wrong now, but it's paint by numbers
Yeah, this is
build
paid by numbers. This
and
is
paint by numbers build, and yet the weird thing is, and I never thought I'd say these words. B-Fab and Michin have been more impressive against Rhea than Jade Cargill. Never thought I'd say about B-Fab.
I mean,
No disrespect to B-Fab.
I'm not surprised. I mean, BFAB, sure. I mean, but Michin, Mia Yim, she's incredible and she's been wasted. So I'm really glad she's finally got something to do because I love Mia Yim. So
Put the belt on her. Put the belt
sure,
on
sure.
her.
I mean,
Yeah.
obviously I'll be all behind that. But do I think that's a good idea? Probably not. But I'd love that. Do you want anything further to say, Chuck, before we move on? Or are you just being a
yeah.
bobblehead?
She's just. I think she has to be more convincing champion for me. Like she has to feel more convincing to me to be a champion. Than I think she needs a mid card title first.
Yeah, I
Before we say
agree.
put the belt on her.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, we'll move on to the United States Championship match, which Justice for Carmelo, um, which is Sammy versus Trick Williams. 50-50. Me and Mal gone for Trick. Chuck and Matt gone for Sammy. I'll let Chuck explain his thoughts first.
Uh. So yeah, I think overall it was just a huge. I think the like the heel turn of Sammy continues with this, and that it continues of Sammy, desperately trying to find ways to win and underhanded tactics. It's good. I think this will be a double turn, even though I feel like they're both kind of heels coming into this, but it's a double turn. I think this is a double turn match, and I think Sammy wins because of it.
Okay.
Um,
They are so over with Trick, it's ridiculous, and I think they're gonna finally do get towards that. But right now, no, I think Sammy wins.
Anything further to add, Matt?
Double shenanigans for me in this one. Double shenanigans. I see interference on both behalves. I see Carmelo coming in to assist Trick because Sammy took the title off him, and I anticipate the reappearance of KO Mania.
Okay.
To help Sammy completing Sammy's heel turn. Obviously Kevin left at the heel. He's no reason to turn him back. He's still brilliant as a heel. They were great as heels back in WrestleMania 34 time. So let's reignite that. Let's reignite it. I like to see a heel Sammy and a heel Kevin eventually turning on each other because that's what all heels do down the line. And Carmelo and Trick reuniting on the main roster as faces. I see it happening.
Interesting.
That happened too. Yeah, I
Um,
guess that happened.
before I move over to Mal, all I'm going to say is I think there will be an interference on Trick's behalf, but I don't think it'll be Carmelo, because I'm pretty sure it'll be Lil Yachty. as he's been seen with Trick of recent weeks, right?
True as well.
I reckon
Yeah,
it
true
might
as
be
well.
Lil Yachty making an appearance.
Who even is he?
Rapper.
He's
He's a rapper.
indeed rapper man that exists.
Is he one that anything I might have heard of?
Likely
I know I'm
not, but
42 this year, but come on.
he's pretty big amongst rapping, like Southern rap.
So was Travis Scott. I still want him in my fucking Mania matches.
Fiend,
I totally get that.
Fiend.
Fiend.
I cannot. I'm looking at
Getting
his
redder.
songs.
My red. I'm matching Chuck's shirt for how red I'm getting now.
There's not really any of these songs that I could name. Oh yes, I know that song. So I don't think I'd be able to. I don't think I'd be able to point one. They certainly are titles. All right. All right, Mal.
There are titles. I like that. Brilliant.
Yes, there's one
Anyway,
about minions.
Little Yachty, yeah.
Mal.
Yeah, I do like the idea of the double turn is tempting, and I think they'll do it. But I can see the Sammy official thing happening when he loses. So he'll get frustrated, more frustrated, more frustrated. He's been doing it. He's doing things the right way, kind of like the Bret Hart heel turn, in the sort of late '90s or early late '90s. Doing things the right way, and then he'll just get more and more frustrated. Then after the match, he'll just let it all out on Trick and attack him. And Little Yachty, sure, why not? He can attack Little Yachty as well. I don't think Kevin Owens will come back. I don't know. That has kind of thrown a spanner in my works because I keep forgetting he's still potential to come back. That I think will happen down the line for sure. But yeah, Williams wins to continue to confirm the heel turn, and Jack Williams can be the face we all want him to be.
Yeah. That sounds good. Yeah, I agree with that. Okay, so it's now time for our penultimate match we are covering. It's the Demon versus Dominic Mysterio. There we go. We've all gone with Finn in some sort. So I want to start here because I am perplexed and pissed off. I know why, but I don't think that's a good reason enough. Why spoil the surprise? I would have preferred it to, like, the match is about to come and then suddenly it's the Demon. We didn't know it was going to happen. Whoa, it's such a cool moment. It's a WrestleMania moment, but no, we know it's the Demon. It's been telegraphed, and it's just to sell a couple more tickets. So, I mean, it's frustrating. It pisses me off because this could have been a cool moment. Instead, it was telegraphed and a bit boring, and also, to me, telegraphs who's going to win. Who wants to have the first say on this?
After you, Chuck.
Okay, Chuck. Here we go.
Okay. There isn't much said to be about this. I think the Judgment Day men's imploding was a long overdue storyline.
Yeah.
And that kind of really broke into, okay, now we gotta bring out the Demon because it's low ticket sales, and we gotta let them know the Demon is coming back because of low ticket sales. And it's just like I said, this leaks of desperation and train wreckage, and overall, that I just feel like it's either easy dub for Balor, or remember last time we saw Demon slipped off the top of the turnbuckle, lost to Roman. May not
That's
happen
about
again
it.
with that way. We're talking nonsensical things that has to be in the back of your mind.
Can we mute his microphone?
I hated that finish so much. It's so goofy. Yeah.
It was bad. It was horrendous.
Mal, do you have anything to say?
Surely the demon's gotta win. This is it's the demon. They've promoted. Oh, the demon's here. It's his thing. Surely he's gonna win, and he should win quickly. You'd think, because it's the demon. But yeah, and this is like probably the most predictable match on this card, I think. And yeah, it was. I do agree. It was a bit stupid them saying, "Oh, it's gonna be the demon," because I thought the idea of the demon was Finn Balor just says it's gonna be the demon, rather than it's announced in advance. But I guess I kind of got rid of that towards the end. But yeah, hopefully demon wins. Otherwise, what's the point of it, really?
Can't have another demon loss.
Um,
Anything else to say, Matt?
The abs versus the mullet. That was the way I literally looked at this, because I don't know if I mentioned earlier, I mean at 35, we had the demon come out there and squashed Bobby Lashley in under 4 minutes for the IC Championship that night. It was a sub-main event. It was freezing cold. I didn't care. I was doing the whole arm thing and everything. It was wonderful. We knew that Demon was coming back that night because it had already been announced he was coming back as a Demon that night. So I'm not quite so upset as you guys are about the Demon being pre-announced for this. I gutted, as you say, that Finn didn't say it himself, and it was kind of just spoiled by ESP
Yeah.
But abs all day long for me on this one. I love Dirty Dom. I love what he's done. He's stepped out of his father's very large shadow, given how short the guy is. Dominic Mysterio has made a name for himself in his business, which he can stand behind, and the loss won't hurt him for sure. The loss won't hurt him for sure. Finn needs to win. Finn needs to win as well, and I would rather look at Finn's abs all day long. Yes, he is number one on my list.
Great.
Great.
In more ways than one.
Brilliant. Okay.
Now, I'll calm down now. You notice that? Talking about Finn Balor, calm down.
yeah.
We will move on to the main event of night 2, which is CM Punk and Roman Reigns. So God, I've done it again. I've gone with Roman. Everyone's gone with Punk. So I think with Roman, I think I don't know. I was thinking of what the worst possible result could be. They've got to, it's the main event night 2. Something's got to be planned. I don't know. I just hope I don't lose points to everyone, which I will do. Who wants to? I'll let Matt explain why I'm wrong.
Roman Reigns has not won a single championship in WWE history without someone at his side, be it in a tag team or with someone in his corner or with someone actually helping him win the match. Punk wins. Simple as that. Punk is in the actual main event of WrestleMania for the first time. Not the Saturday. Give him a half a main event. He's in the main event. He's winning this one. It's very straightforward. Roman Reigns is in this match because he won the Royal Rumble. And I wasn't upset about that, but I wanted him to face Cody or Drew at the time. Yeah, Punk winning fairly comfortably in my mind in terms of getting to the decision. I was very comfortable making that decision. Roman's time has passed. I'm aware that Punk's been going longer, but
Yeah. He feels more kind of stale. I don't know. Chuck, what are your further thoughts?
I think as well. I don't think people would like Cody Roman again. Or hell, I don't think people thought much. I mean, it could have been an interesting aspect to see what if it could have been Cody Punk and one of them goes heel. But it's just overall they felt it just feels this. Like I said, this whole card reeks of desperation and train wreckage that I can't. It's even wild for this show to even have, but and it's just like it's going to continue, and I think Punk will win, and I think also as well they will have a rematch down the line. They will soak this to a point where it's going to get to a point like you said, Matt. He has never won without someone in his corner at WrestleMania. They're going to try to get that moment either like next year, maybe when they can really soup in comeback baby face, top baby face version of Roman. I don't think, and I think they want to give a chance to Punk to give him his WrestleMania win, his main event win, because like they didn't do it for night one last year, which okay. I think that was the second best match on the card that year, like last year, next to the women's triple threat, which was an epic banger.
Yeah.
But then I guess you have to like. I think you give him his flowers here and give him that WrestleMania main event win, and I think it's going to be over Reigns because then they could soak this up again. They could do it next year, and I give true to the prudence to the part timeness. So I think Punk wins.
Anything further to add, Mel?
I don't really think so, honestly. I think as you kind of summed up what I think it is. I'm also I think my main thing of putting this down, which is kind of just a me thing. I don't think they want to put a title on a part timer at this point. Just because he's kind of he don't know it as much as Reigns has always been a big dog boy in WWE. I think they want to have the time to be around for after this for a while. Be defended regularly. They trust Punk to do that, and yeah, just also feed into the storyline of him never getting a proper main event and he actually winning one. So yeah, I agree with all the points that my two lovely colleagues have said.
Lovely, thank you.
Uh,
I'll take that.
You're being far too kind. I am far from lovely. I am this annoying American jackass. It's okay.
We know you're clinically insane. We found this out early in this show. I want just to further to the point we have made, just to prove for Eloise, we more just backing us up here. The tribal chief is a tribal chief with no tribe.
Yeah.
Okay, so the whole OTC gimmick, yeah, no, and Chuck, whilst Mania, yes, he's never done it. I'm talking about in general.
General.
In general, Roman's never won a championship without someone in his corner.
We sure about that?
are you
Not even
sure
when he was,
about that?
like, super pushy boy. Like during like Big Dog, everyone hates Roman because I thought the idea was him. He's the big dog. He should like he's not.
He needed the Shield to get the job. He needed the Shield to get the job done against Strowman.
Did he beat Brock on his own? Did he? I was excited. Did he ever beat Brock?
Yeah, I think he.
Argue.
I could be wrong for actually on that one. I could be wrong.
Yeah, I
actually
think
on
he
that one,
beat
yeah.
Brock at one of those WrestleManias on his own. But again, it's just there is a story behind it. There is a story behind this.
My point does sort of stand about that Roman is, and also that where has he been? I mean, he called Punk an old man. In wrestling circles, that's one of the things you don't say in a promo because if your old man beats you,
yeah, you make yourself look shit because you're beating nothing.
Yeah, it's one of the things you don't bring up. You don't bring up weight. You don't bring up age in wrestling promos for those very reasons. Because if a fat old man beats you, a fat old man beat you, mate.
Yep.
Yeah.
The one last thing I'm gonna say before we end part one is I mean, he could have someone help him if you smell what the
Please
Rock's
no.
cooking, and then the Rock
No.
comes out
No.
and
No.
everyone, and then
No.
Reigns wins, and then everyone showers and them a praise. TQ will come in the ring, and we yeah, and
What the fuck, Eloise?
we, we,
What are
we, we
we?
saved WrestleMania, everybody.
And anyway, wouldn't it be more on Roman screwing, like Rock screwing over Roman
Chuck's
after
position has
failing?
been hand in hand.
Like, would it be more
Roman
on Rock screwing over Roman in a way because of what happened with the last WrestleMania, him losing the title and then also failing The Rock in a way? And that
I mean, I like that. I sort of
Yeah.
like that. I like the idea of Punk and Rock sort of allying
I
for
don't even
one
think
night only, as it were.
yeah, I don't even think it's truly
One night
allying.
only.
Like that moment only, just more like Rock wanting to screw over Roman, and that sets up a match next year for
Yeah.
WrestleMania.
I don't know.
Yeah.
It'd be goofy funny. I don't know. We will end part one there because we don't need to talk more about The Rock. There we go.
Thanks, always. Thanks.
Now it's time to move on to part two, which is our miscellaneous questions where we a lot of times just arbitrary numbers and guessing random stuff. So we'll start off with how many title changes we will have over the two nights. 5 points if correct. So I think it's if you correctly guess the amount of title changes, you get 5 points. I don't think it's any points for close second, but we will see if I need to add that, if that's a good idea. Okay, so so we won't add that because we got two people who think there'll be 4 changes, me and Mel, and Matt and Chuck thinks there will be 3. I assume this is just us going off of our of our predictions, just counting out how many title changes. Right?
Something like that. Yeah.
That it's yeah. I don't think there'll be as many as like other manias, but it's four seems enough to me.
Yeah.
I will move on to this because there's not much to talk about title changes. So longest match, which match is going to be the longest one over the two nights? 3 points if correct. So we have got me and Mal have gone for Punk versus Reigns. Matt's gone for the night one main event, Cody versus Randy, and Chuck's gone for the women's tag match. I mean, I'd like to hear from Chuck why he thinks that'll be the longest.
I think that the first match won't be as long, and I think that second match is going to have a lot of shenanigans over time. It will encompass that overall. So I think that match would be the longest to me. Now, again, I could be horribly wrong. I know how overbooked can be the main events, but honestly, I think that match will be just a bit longer, just because of like what doing so much. And I did do this last year with, as I remember this, with the tag match that was last year, and it wasn't the longest, but second time's the charm.
Yeah. I mean, I think you are overestimating WWE's booking of the women's division a little bit here.
Maybe.
Yeah, because
Maybe.
women don't always get the best match times compared to the men, so we will see. And then I assume the other two are just because they're main events and they'll be overbooked to fuck, right?
Yeah, pretty
Correct.
much.
It was one or the other, so
Yeah. I think Road to Wisdom will be a bit. It'll still be over the foot, but I think it'll be less time just because there's more celebrity guff that's going to happen. Whereas Punk versus Reigns, Reigns likes a long match, doesn't he? He loves being involved in a 30-minute match.
Rollins.
I might have made the mistake. I might have made a mistake on this one anyway, because I've just noticed that there's more matches on night 1 than there is on night 2, which means night 2's got more time
Yeah.
to work with.
I mean, there could be
I might have put myself in the foot here.
there could be another match. We don't know.
Yes.
But
Watch them add 3 matches tonight too. on
3,
SmackDown.
Jesus. AEW. Alright,
They could. They could. Not saying they should, but they could.
alright, we'll move on to the shortest match, which is the flip of which it would be the which match has the shortest run time. And interesting. Okay, so we've all gone for Overthrow versus Brock, apart from Chuck, who's gone with the 6-man ladder match. And
No,
what
the
was-
6-man. Oh, the 6-man tag. I should have said that.
Oh,
It's a
okay.
tag.
Let me just live editing. There we go. That makes more sense. Okay. Yeah, I was about to say, why you put the ladder match here? Like that's gonna go for a while. Any reason why you've put the trios match here?
I think Danhausen's going to have a little bit more trickery into this once again, and it'll be like a couple of bumps here and there, a couple of weird, crazy anarchy in the arena like moments, and then all of a sudden, crazy finish where speed get involved in a most out of random way possible and help win division again.
Fair.
I don't think it's going to be long at
No.
all.
Yeah, I mean, I get that. And then I
I can actually
assume
back logic up here, Jack. I can actually back Chuck's logic there. Remember, WrestleMania 27, there was an 8-man tag between. Was it WrestleMania 28 with the Core versus Big Show, Kane, Kofi Kingston,
That
and
is an eclectic mix of wrestlers.
Santino Marella, which was less than 2 minutes long.
incredible.
So, to be fair, Chuck, if he's going down that sort of route, could actually be on the money.
Yes.
The entrance of Kane took longer than the actual match.
Incredible.
Yeah.
Well,
So it could happen. So Chuck's right. He could be on the money here.
Oh.
I'm very much loving the mention of the Core in 2026.
Core.
Remember
It
them.
was so bad.
Corey.
I don't
It
remember
was so
them
bad.
at all, but the shirt. I just remember the shirt because I see it in.
I remember Wade Barrett
Different
talking about
fans
how
wearing
much he
it.
hated the shirt.
I see different fans still wearing that shirt, and I was like, "What's the core?" And
Yeah, Paul.
they don't. They'd be like, "I don't know. I thought the shirt was nice." Like, okay, right.
And then obviously us putting Lesnar over is because it's a Brock Lesnar match, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we've kind of gone through what the match should be
Yep.
and what we hope
Yep.
it should be. Yeah.
Over
Yeah,
squash.
if it's like a 25-minute banger, and that might change our opinions.
Okay. Right, and then we've gone on to the main event referee, and obviously we've got 2 main events. So if your referee main events both nights, then you'll get 10 points. 5 points if they main event one night, and then 2 points if they are a replacement referee because of a ref bump. And as predicted, oh, I've screwed everything up. Okay, I'll just add that in later. It's fine. Anyway, as I expected, people did exactly what they did in the SummerSlam, and they all went Charles Robinson, whereas I picked Rod Zapata last time. And last time, Charles Robinson didn't main event, didn't referee in any of the matches because he was injured. Whereas this time, I reckon they don't always double up on the main events, and I think Charles has showed up less and less at times. So I'm thinking Rod's one of the senior ones that he will show up. But yes, I assume everyone's gone with the senior referee, and that's why, because he does show up a lot.
I think he's guaranteed to at least appear as a referee,
Yeah.
to come in regardless, just because he can do the big run down the ramp, and everyone doesn't see him do the big run down the ramp.
Exactly.
Some say he's still doing that run.
He is one.
It was him. it was him or Jessica Carr. So it was him or Jessica for me. The one thing she hasn't got on a resume so far is a WrestleMania main event.
Good shout.
So she was so close to going in, but I thought I actually want to win this one. So I thought I'd play it safe and go with Nature Boy Jr.
Yes,
Little Nate.
Lil Nate.
Lil Nate, that's the name.
Okay, so we will now move on to a simple one: submission endings. How many submissions will there be? And I've gone with 2. Everyone's gone with 1. So yes, I will have to keep track. I reckon I've lost this one.
So wait, what the other match you'll say that
Hmm.
has a submission ending? That's what I want to hear.
I just put a number down. Maybe
You really
Gunther,
are seeing this, guys.
maybe Gunther Rollins, and then I don't know.
That's the one I thought was Gunther Rollins.
See, my one there is AJ Lee with Black Widow.
Oh,
Sure.
Black
Yeah.
Widow.
There we go. Sure. Okay.
That's my one.
Sure.
Yes.
I thought
Okay.
Gunther
Both
gonna
those. There we go.
About,
Yes.
I thought
Yeah,
Gunther was gonna say about Rollins.
Mine was the Gunther match, but I also had in the back of my mind, hey, if that doesn't happen, Becky needs
Yeah.
to do this armor and
Back up.
submit
There
as
you
well.
go.
Yeah.
Yep.
I just put a number down.
Yeah.
There's quite a lot of.
You could
Thing is
pull
that a
this
lot
off
of
with
people
2,
have
Eloise,
submitted
the
it.
way it looks actually.
You could. You could watch Rhea break out the prism trap again.
Or Jade do a submission move somehow.
Oh. Or any move.
we,
Wow, he went there.
we are moving on.
Okay,
no,
give too
j-
much hope there where it's not.
Yes, we will move on because I don't want to imagine Jey Uso doing a submission move. Actually, no, he did, didn't he? He tapped out Gunther.
He tapped out
Yeah,
Gunther.
sleep hold. Yeah, his greatest submission move.
All right, surprise
He
appearance.
used it. Yeah.
Okay, no, I'll let you speak. That was okay. I'll let you speak.
No. You're absolutely right to move on. Absolutely right to move on.
Okay,
Absolutely
fine.
right, because it's a rant.
Okay, good. All right, surprise appearance. This is 5 points if you name someone who is unexpected, and I hope you've all gone with not very obvious ones. Okay, before you react to mine, I didn't know what to put, so I searched up a surprise appearance WrestleMania. What Culture had an article, and number 2 was Shane McMahon, and I thought it was really funny, so I put down Shane McMahon. This is really funny.
Where?
I don't know. Don't care. He's gonna show up, best in the world,
He's
do his
gonna
little
do the same
dance.
thing he did last time he did something at WrestleMania. In between match, try to go be smart moves and then break his ACL again.
Snoop
And
Dogg
just
saves the day.
wobble himself, yeah, just wobble out.
We're gonna have Little Yachty say today this time rather than Snoop Dogg.
I think
It's
for
going
the
to be fair,
most,
because this is going in the Hall of Fame.
He might be, so he might be
That-
around.
He'll be there.
that's a good point. I think he is going to be there, but he ain't doing anything.
Yeah, that'd be amazing.
He's gonna try
Front row
to.
ring
He's gonna
side
try
would
to
be
insert
the-
himself, but they'll be like, "Yeah, Shane, sure, we'll give you a second. Sure, it's
So-
okay. Yeah. Great idea, Shane. I'll give it the thought. Give some thought there. I'm writing it down. Throw it away. Throw it away. Okay. All right.
The other picks were Bron Breakker from Chuck, which is pretty logical. Bianca from Mount, which is pretty logical as well. I think we discussed both of those happening, right?
Yeah.
And then Matt is Danhausen, which, yeah, he probably will interject somehow because he's probably one of the more over ones that are frequently on TV.
He's the most over guy in the company.
He
Yeah.
is, but I think I put in that it's not gonna be a surprise.
I'd like to point out that the exact wording said, and if I may paraphrase slightly here, Eloise, was someone who is not listed to appear on the card.
Okay.
And that's
okay.
correct.
Yeah.
Unexpected.
Okay. Danhausen.
I don't expect Danhausen to show up unless he's on the card, or it's been... Now, if between now and then Danhausen's like, I'm making a special WrestleMania appearance, I can't do anything about that.
Okay.
Matt just was very smart. But right now,
Can I
we
have
don't
that in
know
writing?
Danhausen
Because
will
my
be there.
co-host will not believe in me. I need that in writing, Eloise. My co-host of my podcast
Okay.
will not believe it. Someone
If-
just said that Matt was very smart.
If Danhausen in the next couple of days announces that he'll be on WrestleMania Concrete, I will have that in writing.
All right.
Thank you.
All right. Next is who's going to win the armbar, the Andrea Giant Battle Royale, which we've got a mixture here. Chuck says Carmelo's going to win it again. Mal
Won
has
it before. I forgot he won it before.
he did. He won last year, I'm pretty sure.
Yep.
Oh dear, Chuck. Mal's got Royce Keys.
Yep.
Matt's got
he's-
Ilya.
Yep.
And I've gone for Kit Wilson, which I just think would be really funny.
That would be funny.
If Kit Wilson wins, then
They all need. I can see them all winning it. To be fair,
Ooh.
they're all
apart from
hot picks
Carmelo,
for it.
I don't think Carmelo's winning.
I don't know. He's,
Do you know what?
he's been given enough of a push, but not on a mania card. So I can see him
He won
going.
it last year.
That's the problem.
It's not going to stop winning again.
There
one's
has
ever
there
gone
been a
back
two-time
back.
champ? There is still a chance for a two-time
No.
champ.
No one's ever gone back to back before. No one's ever won it twice ever. Baron Corbin came close once,
As
but didn't actually win
I
it.
would have said Keys. I forgot about Keys. I would have said Keys.
I think they're all good picks.
Man,
yeah, no
what
one's won it twice. No one's won it back to back. It's all been one-time winners.
Screw it. I'll go for it. First back-to-back winner.
Sure, that would be impressive. And then Raw After Mania. Who's going to show up on the Raw After Mania who hasn't been on TV recently?
Okay.
We've got two Joe Hendrys, Mal and Matt, a Sheamus, an Icon from Breaker, which I probably put it in the wrong section. But I just randomly put. I think I just googled that as well. Joe Hendry would be cool, I suppose.
Yeah, he's in the sort of territory where he could be called up from NXT, I think.
Yeah, that makes sense,
and
yeah.
you know, it'll be a good pop.
There's a lot of chat over that. They're doing a lot of call-ups after Mania and Raw after Mania.
Yeah.
It makes sense.
I could have put Tony D.
It makes sense.
Do you know? Actually, no, 'cause
No,
he's
Tony
champion, isn't
D's.
he?
Yeah, he's NXT champ.
But they
Wait,
could
no.
do a champ. I don't know.
Someone else you could have put on is Starks.
Yes. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
Saints. I'm sorry. Ricky Saints.
Ethan?
My bad. Oh,
Yeah.
maybe
yeah.
Ethan too.
Yeah.
Maybe Ethan too.
My second choice of this was going to be Ethan Page because he's involved in the NXT title match at the NXT special show. So
Stand
if
and
he loses
deliver?
that, I can see him.
That's already been done.
Yeah,
there's
Hand Liver was like last week.
yeah,
Yeah.
there's was it NXT Revenge or whatever it is? I
Oh.
think that's the Mania week
Oh
show.
yeah, sorry.
They're doing it
I'm
on
used
both
to doing
weeks, so-
Stand and Deliver before
Wait,
Mania.
wait. They're gonna do another NXT special?
Revenge.
it seems to be over 2 nights, but yeah.
Revenge.
But so it's just a special episode of NXT. But I can see even Page using it, coming back on, saying, "Hey, I'm here."
Stand and Deliver was lost out to that. Are
Yeah.
you kidding me?
Get your head out of your hands.
It's too late. I'm deep in the head handage. This is so. If I had a third hand,
The head bandage. That is going merch.
the head handage.
Also, I like Chuck wanting a third hand.
It's that Colbert gift to get the third hand in there. You just have to make sure it's all timed. How do we do it?
Also, yeah, Sheamus. I suppose would be cool coming out of injury. We're cool to have Sheamus back.
Yeah, they could just be like bringing the rivalry between
Yeah.
him and Rusev back together, or triple threat: Keys, Rusev, and Sheamus for the hell of it.
Sorry,
I would watch the hell out of that.
But I think the only thing is Keys is solidified to be on SmackDown. Unfortunately, that's the only thing that's done.
So you said triple, and I thought you were going to say Triple H, and I got scared.
Whoa! No.
Triple H, please never wrestle again. All right. Okay. So
Even he knows. He's done.
yes,
His heart knows definitely.
gotcha. All right, bonus question. You should know how bonuses work. This is indeed a thing we do every episode, even with the wage system this year. Now a preface. Three of us have very similar bonus questions. Enjoy. So mine is at least 5 celebs will get involved in a match. I've gone high, because of it. There will be 2 interferences, which is what Chuck said. Mal said that 5 or more matches will have outside interference. And then Matt's is someone being unique and original, which is loser of Rhodes Orton added to Reigns Punk, which is I honestly want to talk about that first because I'm very intrigued to hear your pitch here.
They got to do something. They got to do something. They got to do something to really make that main event of night 2 something special, because WrestleMania 40 was phenomenal main event. It was overbooked to hell. Did we give a damn? No. It was perfect. Almost perfect, that main event. Last year it was the drizzling shits, should we put it. Every Mania should be better than the last. Everyone always knows this. This one, as you've guys have said, like, has been a train wreck. Has been an absolute train wreck. I could see Orton losing and being thrown a lifeline and thrown into that match with Reigns and Punk. I'm not necessarily saying that I like the idea, but they gotta do something. And given that they've decided, bear in mind, when are we going to insert Randy Orton into Pat McAfee's rivalry with Cody Rhodes? Seriously, that's why it feels like for night 1. Yeah. And the thing is, the more you're thinking about it, the more you're thinking like it's the sort of bullshit they might pull.
Yeah.
You both side.
No.
So
Matt might be right. Hopefully, Matt wants to lose this point. Matt wants to lose this wager, but I also think it might happen.
So, how likely is this going to happen? I'm
This
siding
is
not very. This is very unlikely.
This is a twinkle in the back of Triple H's eye. Sounds like he's a child, but this is like a thought that's flashed into his head very briefly.
Do we give big points to Matt if this happens?
I agree. This is a all or nothing type of deal right here, because this is mad. This is mad. This is like to go in and ruin the only legitimately okay push in all of this with this. No. No. No, I don't see it. You could go it's all or nothing basically for this.
I mean, so
Mal and Eloise have seen my sort of predictions before about stupid, like, out there, like, wagers. You haven't, Chuck. This is kind of on brand for me.
Indeed.
I respect the creativity and the bullshittiness, and there is a feeling of like, yes, every Mania should be better, but I think like this new WWE, there was like a video that Jack the Jobber made talking and making the theory that actually WWE wants to be bad. They want to actually have their own quality of wrestling as a landmark, and it doesn't have to be good for them. But with everything going down lately, with everything going on, the only actual decent push they have right now is Punk Reigns. I think it's like you want to, and it's like it's be ruined by adding Randy Orton to the mix because he couldn't beat Cody. Which again, I'm like 90% confident Orton's being Cody.
Did.
I hear everything you're saying, and I point you to that fucking board. And you see my point.
Yes. So
I read no further questions. Your witness, Your Honor.
okay. So I was thinking points wise. I don't want to do a you win the episode because I think that's because I don't want you to
No.
be absolutely dreadful and then somehow do that. But
I'm
25.
pretty much picking up.
It would be
Yeah.
like if he somehow pulls this off, it should get him to like nearly win at least.
I was thinking like now this is generous for me. 25-5 and like 15-3.
Yeah, I'm happy with that. I think this is
I'm
that
good with
unlikely.
that. Yes, very unlikely. I guess
You say, just to confirm, you say 25-5 or 15-3. I'll take 15-3.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay, we got that out of the way. Now, I don't think we've ever
I
had.
think because if I do win that one, that's ridiculous, and I would much rather. I'm also thinking about the loss as well if I lose.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I'd rather lose 3 points than 5.
yeah, no, I get it.
Okay. We've never had it where we've had 3 similar predictions. So I'm gonna do a thing where we kind of tackle all these at once because I feel like that's fair. And so, tell me if I'm wrong. I reckon the most likely is obviously Chuck because he's got 2,
Yes.
and that's going to be very, very likely, in my opinion. Mao's got 5, and I put that in the middle because it's just a 5 or more matches have interferences, and then I've got celebrities get involved. I think that's
Yeah.
slightly less likely than yours.
Yes.
So
there's only 3 celebrities announced for the show.
Mhm.
Let's kind of
Well,
Travis
now-
Scott come back. And
exactly,
then,
that's what I'm thinking.
no
I've
others
got.
wrestling.
I don't want to make it very obvious. So 3 would have been odds would have been very easy because we've seen Lil Yachty, we've seen Jelly Roll, we've seen Pat McAfee,
And also,
and
Trav-
Speed. Okay,
Yeah.
Speed's part of a match, so he doesn't count. But the other 3,
also real quick, Travis Scott ain't coming back. They had a falling out between him and WWE.
Yeah.
good.
He ain't coming back.
Fiend.
We're
So-
gonna find his non-union Mexican equivalent.
So all right, so let's talk about Chris's first. How many Mao's? How many points would we be happy to give Mao? Is it a 50-50? Or is it higher than 50-50, which I think it's I think it's more than just doubling it.
I'll give him more.
More. So like
I'd give him more.
so are we thinking like triple the values?
Yeah, triple. Why not?
Okay.
So that'd be
Yeah, that sounds fair.
Yeah, fine.
Alright.
fair.
do we want him to go high or low? Do we want to lowball him? Do we want to highball him?
Low ball.
Lowball? So we want to give him an enticing
Yeah.
lower option or make the higher option worse.
Make the higher option worse.
It's someone
I'm with Shark on this one.
Someone's speaking my own language here. 10-4 and then like 10-4, 9-3. we good with that? Or is that too low?
I like a Tottenham scoreline.
Alright, okay.
To go for this, I will go for the 9-3. I will go for the lower performance because it makes sense. There is no benefit for me going high.
Alright. Chuck's the one. Is it even double? Is it even less than
there's like if there is
That's a guarantee. It's a
Yes.
guarantee.
Yes. If there is 2 or less interferences, I would be incredibly surprised. I don't think he's on like it would be like it's not the opposite of Matt's prediction where it's so likely that it is should just give him no
it could
points.
happen. But I don't want to give him high odds. Like 6-4-4-3.
I'll be half tempted that if this doesn't come off, to give him negative points.
That's not how the wager system works, but
I'm aware. I'm fully aware, but it is so guaranteed to happen.
I don't think
Yeah,
it's certain, but we're not at the point where he's made a like, I don't know, Jey Uso will yeet prediction. Where
I should have done that. Jey Uso will run it back during his match. Should have done that. Damn it.
so but yeah, so
Lil Yachty and Jelly Roll exist, okay,
Yeah.
and they're gonna be there
And
probably.
Pat McAfee, he'll get involved.
yeah.
Yeah, there's three straight away. Bet.
So do we want to just give him a 3-3-4-4?
Yeah, I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
4-4, please.
4-4 in 2.
No.
All right, and now me. How much are you willing to give myself?
This is quite
How-
this is not as unlikely as Matt's, because they could just bring in any old
Yeah.
celebrity. I don't know, just bring in many of Logan Paul's mates or whatever. But
Is this specifically the same match, by the way, or in general?
this is in general. I think.
General, just over the course of the 2 nights.
Wait, would
I
that
read that as being in a match, and then all 5 will be in. That's what I was reading. I thought, this is
I
not
think
gonna
I've worded
happen.
it wrong, but yes, I mean over the course of 2 nights.
I mean, 5 may be a bit more of a stretch.
I think if it was 3, I think is likely. Like that should be very likely. 4 is whatever, they can bring in someone else if they want to, but it does involve bringing in 2 completely unrelated people, maybe. The only way I can see that is, I don't know, does Logan Paul have 2 mates he could bring in to interfere on the side of the Vision in that first match?
Maybe his
Okay,
podcast
fine,
mates.
April.
Yeah, okay, so I can get involved, I guess. And I don't know, the Penfez.
Hey guys, the pet that's
And
here.
that.
Yeah. So this is probably.
So I think it's more likely than mine, but it's less likely than Chuck's. So
Yeah.
Less likely than Chris's.
I think this is less likely than mine. Yeah. So what did you give me? You gave me 9. I think if
I tripled yours.
Yeah. So we should probably go for like, I don't know. Do we want to go whether we used to go on the high or the low? Does it matter? It is only a point.
can I suggest 10-6-9-4?
Well, we need to reduce it down a bit because Eloise has put 2 and 3 for a wager. So I was going to say like 8 and 2 and like 11 and 3. If it's sort of in between mine and Chuck's.
Yeah.
Or mine and yours, sorry.
I'm comfortable with that.
Yeah,
I'm comfortable with that. You're much better than I am.
Yeah.
He is the math guy. He is the math nerd.
Yes, I do indeed do the maths sometimes.
And we do it with real numbers now because we once derailed a podcast because it was pi and then Mal and Michael then started to do like stupid numbers and we very much upset Z and Z had to make it whole numbers.
And for some math conversation, brother. Oh my god!
Yeah, it was the two people that are very much can talk about stupid math things. Were talking about stupid math things. I was enjoying the chaos I created myself because I was the one that started it, and Z was hating his life. So it was incredible. 10 out of 10 podcast moment. Personally, I'm gonna pick.
Clip.
Yes, I will find it. I'm gonna pick 8-2. I'm gonna go the lower offer because I think that's a really good offer for me.
Okay.
And there we go. We have indeed done part 2, and I will indeed come out with the spreadsheet in a whole. Yeah, this has indeed been an episode. It's indeed been as long as I thought it'd be. A chunky one, but so thank you all for being here, and thank you for you three from enduring my chaos. Yeah. So are we all now really excited for WrestleMania?
Um, in the words of Chuck, I'm excited to see how much of a train wreck it's going to be.
Yeah.
Yeah, is it going to be a train wreck, or will it be a train wreck which then gets T-boned by a truck going through as well?
Which then gets a plane crash into it.
Chuck.
Oh,
oh,
yeah.
all I can see is just.
Got a double hander now. Got a double hander now.
This is
I'm going to look ahead at this whole train wreckage with my head handage and just. What have you done? Ari, what have
I
you
think he's
done?
done. I think he's
WWE,
done.
MKO, what have you
So
done?
I personally am very looking forward to watching a good pay-per-view later.
Yeah, Dynasty.
Yeah, because we've got
Yes.
AEW Dynasty later, so I'm gonna enjoy that.
2 hours. Yeah.
But yeah, thank you again for being here and enduring this. And as always, remember,
Hmm.
be big mystics, not big mistakes. Goodbye.
Bye.